Hello, Daniel. How are you?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
You know, you know, just living my life, living my best dream, trying to be the best crow that I know. Robert De Niro.
You got some chromes for me, homie?
No, not at all. How are you, Dan?
I'm doing fucking good, man. How are you, buddy?
Welcome to another episode of Perfectly Misfit. Perfectly Misfit is a podcast where Dan and I get together once a week or so. Sometimes we miss a week here and there. Just to talk some shit, man. Get together, catch up on things, catch up on life. Dan and I have a couple of things that we have in common, mostly everything. But yeah, we like talking about other podcasts, TV shows, and movies, and food. Because Dan's got a big old family. I'm a former executive chef from New York City, so we both like to throw down in the kitchen. And this is where we get together and talk that shit, son. Talking that shit, son. You know what I'm saying, son?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Missed last week. Shit happens. We pay to do this show, so you get it when you fuckers get it, all right? You'd be better fucking be grateful that you get it when you get it.
Oh no. Well, last week we both had a bunch of shit going on, and it was a last minute decision to cancel. We tried to make it happen, we just couldn't. And then we tried to make it up on a day, and that is just we have a set schedule for this, and with with my kids and everything, it's so hard to change a day. We just could not get it to happen. So sorry about that, guys, and thank you so much for joining us this week.
Yeah, we really do appreciate those of you who, check in on us, fucking try to catch us whenever you can. We know we're not the funniest motherfuckers in the world, but we are pretty goofy and we keep it real. I like as Shauna, a very famous black comedian from the 90s. She likes to say, "I'll keep it real." I
I have
you
no idea who you're talking about,
Come on, 10-minute podcast. Remember Will Sasto used to do the.
bro. You were a 10-minute podcasty at the beginning. I was a last couple weeks of 10-minute podcasts for
Oh, so you
myself.
got it when they were in the Diamonding. They weren't even
Yeah.
doing. Yeah, you got to go back, bro. Those episodes still hold up. Fucking Will Sasso, Brian Callen, and Chris D'Elia just doing 10-minute episodes, and sometimes they do characters. Sometimes it's all a fucking bit. It always turns into a bit, but like there's like a whole episode where Brian basically admits that he's like been getting fucked in the ass by a Sudanese coke dealer with a giant dick.
All right.
Yeah, that show. Fucking oh man, I whenever like I felt like lately, whenever I have a long car ride or even like a plane ride, I'll cue that up, just like replay their old shit. It's fucking hilarious. Bobby
Speaking
Lee's.
of plane rides, I've got in 2 weeks we will not be doing an episode unless Renee can find a co-host because I will be in Idaho. Um, and I have so far I've got two. I'm banking all of Bad Friends between now and the flight. So it's a over a four. It's like a 5 hour flight with a 2 hour layover or 4 hour layover in Denver. One on the way there, and then on the way back. So I'm banking all the Bad Friends. I'm banking Two Bears right now. I should be banking Theo Vaughn, his podcast, because he's been interviewing old school wrestlers like Jesse Ventura was on recently. Uh, fucking Ric Flair was on today. I think it dropped today. I don't know, but I listened to it because it's fucking Ric Flair, dude. You can't not listen to Ric fucking Flair, the 16-time woo world heavyweight champion.
Woo!
So No, anything Ric Flair is on, I'm
I
listening.
just blew ashes all over my fucking computer doing that. It's kind of hard if you're like an old school wrestling fan to not let out a good old woo. Yeah,
Woo!
yeah, you really can't help it if you're a real fucking fan.
No, dude, not if you're a real fan of like not like late '80s all the way through the '90s until like the 2000s, and then when he went back to WWE after
Oh, why is
WCW
my nose so
closed,
itchy?
it was like another 10 years of wrestling. But like his prime time, like in my opinion, was his WCW run. Um, I mean, obviously the 1992
Was
Royal
WCW when
Rumble.
was that Hollywood Hulk Hogan WCW?
Yes, yes, that's what I grew up on. I grew up on WWF when I was really little.
Lost your
Whoa,
camera there, bud.
I see this. So just to let you in on some cool
Oh, right. Well, Dan
ones.
Dan figures his life out right now. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I grew up on old school wrestling. Fucking love that shit. Miss that shit. Um, you know, today's generation of wrestling is it's a completely different animal than what we grew up on. And I say we because I'm sure a lot of you are around the same age as I am. Uh, Speaking of which, I'm gonna be 40 in a couple of weeks, and I am not excited about it. Fucking hilarious. Yeah, it shit kind of crept up on me, I guess, and yeah, I had no idea I'd be spending 40 out here and still trying to figure out like a friends and family situation out here in Colorado. I have some friends, and like the ones that I know are real are like this, you know. Um, but it's been weird living out here in Colorado. But yeah, I go back to wrestling before I get all fucking sad and shit. Yeah, wrestling was a big fucking part of my childhood. It's kind of funny, like I won't even look up wrestling on like my YouTube, but it'll just randomly pop up on my recommended list because I don't know. I guess I did used to do a wrestling podcast, so maybe that's still in my algorithm. But I love the fact that um, it keeps recommending old videos or old matches that I remember from my childhood, old SummerSlam shit, old videos from I think it was like the Monday Night Raw in your house era. Jesus Christ, Dan, you are whiter than usual, bro. What's you
This is a straight up backup camera. I just looked and my cat destroyed my other camera.
oh,
So give me a second. I'm still working on this. Again, it's super old, so it'll take a second. But
it's all right,
yeah,
man. Um, but yeah, life's been interesting. Bongathon happened. There was a lot of good, a lot of bad. Uh, but I got approved for a community garden for next year, which I'm
nice.
like super excited about, and it's only like 4 minutes from my house. Um, and yeah, yeah, I felt weird because like I like just driving by there and like just kind of like staring at the garden like while I'm waiting for like work to come in, and I was over there earlier, and there was like a really cool, cute girl like working on her garden. And I feel like I might have possibly,
Hey.
I might have creeped her out. I was like, oh shit! I hope she doesn't think I'm staring at her. And meanwhile, I'm just staring at my plot, thinking about what I'm gonna do with it next year.
So this is the culprit.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, there's my cat was behind the fucking computer and pulled it, and it yeah disconnected from it. I'll have to rip that camera apart and fix it because it is better than
So,
one.
While we have the most viewers ever, which is 3 right now, quick little announcement. I will be back bartending on Friday
Nice.
at
Where at?
uh at the at So Many Roads, the Grateful Dead bar connected with the other bar that I used to work at about a year ago, year and a half ago. I'll be working there Friday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Nice.
Come on out and see me if you're in Denver. It's, So Many Roads, dope bar, brewery, museum, gallery, music venue. It's the tits.
The Grateful Dead bar, right?
Yes, yes,
Awesome. And
yes.
then you mentioned Bongathong while I was trying to like like filter through all my shit to grab this other camera. And we didn't get you didn't really touch all that much on it. How was it, buddy? Was it
There
just
was a lot
peace
of
loving and whatever that you
there was a
normally like?
there was a lot of drama leading into it, and I had also noticed something within my circle of friends that wasn't right, and it all like boiled over at the end of Bongathon with me calling somebody out on being a ungrateful, inconsiderate, manipulative, greedy bitch.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
What
have.
happened to lead to that?
Sorry,
What happened to lead to that?
I'm not gonna fucking justify it with talking about it anymore, man.
Okay.
It's been a couple weeks. Uh, yeah, I just noticed someone had no problem taking from me, but like never said thank you, never said please, and never offered anything back.
And then
So,
like Bongathong is like a community thing.
oh
Like it's
yeah,
a right, like it's a
oh yeah.
sharing
At
like
Bongathon, we
hippie
are
thing.
as a camp, we are supposed to share. We're supposed to help each other put each other's tents up, break each other's shit down. Like it's all about supporting each other through that weekend. And greedy, 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 selfish, 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 me. No, no gratitude. Like, I'm sorry, but again, I don't have much to give. So if I'm giving you something and you don't even have the fucking the manners to say thank you or whatever, I no, I don't need you in my life. You're a
Yeah,
mistake to
dude.
have in my life in the first place. You know, yeah. And yeah, this person just revealed themselves. I said no to them for the first time ever. And yeah, they blew up in front of everybody, which was awesome. So then like I was vindicated. I'm like, yeah, I'm not just talking shit to talk shit. This person is a garbage human being. And yes, vindication. Now everybody else saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's cool. I got people in the community like, when they see me, they're like, you know what, man, we see all the shit she's saying, and it's none of it is who you are. We know who you are, and like, yeah, we could tell she's just wrong. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
dude.
But yeah,
Awesome.
it's cool. I might be uh doing something really big at Bongathon next year. Like, yeah, like we might do like a smoke out kind of thing. We'll
Okay.
as we get closer, I'll start putting as I put details together. It's gonna be awesome. Um, let's run through the shit so you can get out of here because I know we started a little late. I'm sorry. Uh, what you got, Home Slice? What's your favorite podcast this week
Oh, this
or the
week,
past 2 weeks?
well, it still would
Oh,
have to be the Ric Flair
oh,
podcast with Theo Vaughn. Just because it's Ric Flair. Fucking your mom's house was fucking fantastic this week. I can't with Yoshi.
yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
I started it but didn't finish it. It was a busy day,
Okay.
so I was in and out of the car all day, and Didn't have like
Yeah,
enough
dude.
time to.
I
I got
only
through
got to watch.
yesterday's bonfire.
I only got to listen to Dudesy one time. Normally, I listen to it twice before we start the podcast, so I can have
All right, but hold
my
on.
memory shit.
I know
So
last week though, you definitely remember the Miley Cyrus being locked in the Taffy Teener Tower.
yeah, yes.
And
I don't think Miley Cyrus made an appearance this week. I'm like almost positive she did not.
yeah, I didn't finish
Um,
this week's episode either.
so like I said, I got to watch it twice or listen to it twice to be able to talk about it in detail in the podcast. I do know that the Tom Hanks bit is still running. And this week, again, just like every week, it gets more outrageous
Was it
and funnier.
they found a good job boner mug in a 10,000-year-old fucking mummy tomb that was recently exhumed or something like that?
I think so. I think that's what it is. But the story that came up with it about something about your kid dying and going back to the future or some shit. I don't know. Maybe
I
that was
remember
last week.
last week's one was you accidentally fucking gave packed your son a 12-year-old bottle of Dewar's fucking 110 proof fucking scotch.
Oh yeah, and everybody got drunk. He
Yeah,
got drunk, so then
yeah.
you hurry up and
He
change the
brought like
water
100 gallons
system.
of it and fucking put it into the water system so everybody was on
So every kid got drunk, so you didn't get you didn't get in trouble. Good job,
Good
boner.
job, boner.
This week's was just, I mean, just as fucking crazy. And I can't remember it exactly, which is why I need to listen to it twice. It's been super busy at
Hey,
work, which is
take it
really
easy over there.
good. Really good for me. It's always, job security. Plus, like, I'm really fucking good at my job, and I go above and beyond. And I love what I do, and I love the company I work for. And when that happens, I like really fucking get into like good customer service mode and try to get everything done as fast as possible. Um, so it's just I don't know. Every week is busy, but this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday has just been fucking insane, and it's good. I can't remember everything from your mom's house. I just remember Yoshi's on it, and it was. I remember bits, and it was really really funny.
It's all
Um,
right. You don't got to cover it because I didn't watch it, so I don't want to spoil. You don't want you
Good.
to spoil it anyway.
Um, but yeah, dude, that Theo Von Ric Flair podcast. I don't. Did I send you the link to it?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, you need to fucking listen to it. You need to, and we can break it down next week
Well,
because
so
it is
have
fucking
you watched
fantastic.
any of the Harland Highway podcast?
I've watched ones with people I like.
Okay, but that's all I'm asking. Like you, so you know how silly it is, right?
Right.
So that's why I sent you the link this week for the fact that Corey Feldman is on this
Yeah.
week's episode, and I assume you haven't watched it yet, but like the
No.
funny part is like Corey keeps going back to trying to like sell his album on the Harlan Williams show, which is like
No.
the most batty, out of control. Harlan Williams is a fucking certifiable fucking nutcase, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, but like Corey Feldman just keeps going back to trying to sell this $300 fucking bullshit box set that nobody wants. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
No.
It's yeah, he's
I
got like
honestly
there's like
forgot he
11.
made an album. The
Oh
only
no, no,
thing
no.
that
There's like 10 CDs in there or some stupid
oh
shit,
shit.
dude. Oh yeah,
Okay.
dude.
So the only thing Corey Feldman, beyond like the '80s movies and shit, Goonies, The Lost Boys, all the shit that Stand by Me, all the those were all fucking fantastic movies, and he deserves to be recognized for those. But he has done nothing since, and that's fine. He had, maybe he was molested or some. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. You like the what
What
was that?
molesting?
Believe
He's a good
her.
guy. Sorry.
This. Oh, what was the fucking believe her. What was the fucking movement? The the hashtag. It was a Twitter movement where girls would like say like actresses. That's where Harvey Weinstein, all that shit came out.
Oh, the
You
Me
remember
Too
that?
hashtag Me Too.
Yeah, me too. And he jumped on that, and then you're like, all right, yeah, I'm not victim shaming. I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but it's kind of weird the way like he goes about it because I think he even says that Michael Jackson molested him too, which that out of all the things I believe that. And
I don't think he did. He still talks about Michael Jackson, like, and he was talked about him on Harland this week, like
well,
very kindly. But the speaking of that, what he did do, because they talk about it a lot on Bonfire, was in his audio book. He fucking straight up talks about how Corey Haim got molested and like
oh,
how he thinks Corey Haim like enjoyed it or some shit like that. Like he like threw fucking Corey Haim under the bus. Like there was some
that
fucked
was
up
like his
shit.
best friend who committed suicide,
Yeah, it
right?
was either that or overdose, one of the two. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
like it was
super fun.
fucked. He is such a fucking weird dude. And yeah, like he talks about like how he had that band with the where it was all girls as his backup singers and bandmates, and like they all wore angel wings. And he was like, yeah, like I had these girls, and it was like, I was trying to like kind of like make like a modeling agency where girls can realize that they're more than just models. And like the way Bonfire broke it down, like they really sound like it was like a cult. Like he was just
Hmm.
finding very weak, fucking like weak, feeble-minded chicks who were like, like just out of the fucking loony bin or should be about to go in, and
Right.
instead of going to the loony bin, they're going to this fucking dude's house. Yeah,
That where he's
fucking.
passing him meth and crack and shit.
Oh
Jesus
yeah, making them have
Christ.
sex, fucking, starving them, all that shit. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Um, you watch anything interesting lately?
We just finished The Bear, season 1 and
Okay.
season 2.
I gotta catch up
Uh,
on that.
it is fucking fantastical. Um, we finished season 2 like an hour before the podcast, and it leaves a really fucking good hangover.
Yeah,
Or not, yeah,
gotta
what
watch
is a
that.
hangover? What is it? What are they? Cliffhanger. There you go.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Anyway,
But there's
leaves a
more,
really
right?
good cliffhanger.
Isn't there
I
already?
fucking hope so,
I
but with
think
the
there's more than
writer's
one
strike,
season.
there's 2 seasons, buddy.
Okay, so yeah, you got another
2
season. I
seasons
got
just
one.
dropped.
I've been watching Res Dogs, man. Fucking Res Dogs are my shit, bro. Fucking love that show, man.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, guys, watch fucking Res Dogs. What else? Food?
Food. We made some Alfredo shrimp pasta stuff tonight and in the Instapot, homie. It was really good. But beyond that, just grilling a lot. Like Nicole, the old lady Nicole, she went camping on Thursday last week, and that's what led to me not being able to do it on Thursday because I had to hurry up and help her get all this shit ready and whatnot. And then, anyway, uh, and it was a great fucking relaxing weekend. I made steaks. I grilled some chicken. I smoked some chicken, which I don't normally do, but that was super fun. I'm gonna experiment with that more because I really don't like grilling chicken. I'm not great at grilling chicken. It's chicken
It's
is
a,
super hard. It's either
yeah, you gotta like keep that temperature low, keep an eye on it,
uh,
have something to add on top as like, to keep that marinade on the
so it
side.
doesn't dry the fuck
Yeah, yeah,
out.
keep that marinade on the side and fucking make sure it's not hitting that fucking heat directly. You want to offset it just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
And
it's
then
so hard because
yeah,
the
like
hot spot.
marinate the shit out of your shit. The longer the better. Always add something acidic in there, some sort of either citrus or like a vinegar. It helps fucking get that marinade in there and it helps keep it more moist. That's one
Yeah,
of my fucking like, dude. That's one of my secrets. I do the juice in my jalapeno jar. my pickled jalapeno jar. That's the start of my marinade. I fucking put like a couple tablespoons of that shit in, some of the slices of the actual pickled jalapeno, and then I fucking cheat. I put like either a little hot sauce, put some other like regular marinade. Yeah,
Yeah, I got this new seasoning. It's called Danos. It's a seasoning that doesn't have a shitload of salt in it.
nice.
Uh, I'm trying to be a little more health conscious. Like, I mean, the last how many months have I been drinking shitloads of water on the podcast? At least two of these 32-ounce cups, at least. And then now I'm like, all right, I'm losing some weight, which is fine. Like, it's very slow, and I'm cool with that because like I'm kind of big, so like I don't want to like have a lot of extra skin. Like if I lose a bunch of weight, because that shit's gross. and
Just lose the
uh,
weight. Fucking don't worry about the skin, bro. Just lose the weight.
um, but so we're changing a lot of the diet up. We're trying to do a lot of chicken and a lot of non-carb things. Except tonight with the pasta with the shrimp, I was like fucking craving it, and I craving pasta, so had to do it up. Um, but yeah, what about you, buddy?
Um, Nothing crazy lately. But I've been gardening a lot. My garden up in the mountains has been popping off like crazy. And my buddy whose house it is up there, he's in New York for a couple of weeks.
Hmm.
So yeah, I've been just harvesting stuff before it gets like overripe.
Right.
Um yeah, we're getting some nice yields, man. I had a fucking zucchini about like that big.
Nice.
Yeah, like I've actually pulled four this week. Um, yeah, left two up there for the homies, and yeah, pulled a nice giant. I pulled a leek bulb that was like that fucking big today. Some fucking bunching onions, which is
I
like
think next year,
basically like green onions.
I think next year I'm gonna plant some zucchini and squash because yellow squash and zucchini that is like the best like side for any dish. Like you
Yeah,
can't
we
go
got
wrong
some
with those two.
our yellow squashes coming in. They're about like that big now, so they've got a couple months to go, I want to say. My
Couple
pickles, I
weeks.
mean my cucumbers are
Hmm.
coming in. I got some that are going up a trellis. I got some that are just kind of on the ground. Whatever. I guess I'll just
Yeah.
let nature take its course.
Right.
Uh I harvested the one head of cabbage that my buddy had, but they waited too long. I tried to get his roommates to harvest it a couple days ago. They never did. So I went and fucking pulled it today, and there was beetles crawling on the inside. So
Oh yeah.
I just left it on the ground.
Yeah.
Fucking
Might as
let it go
well, and
back.
then mulch it up next year and
Yeah, let
whatnot.
it go back to nature, I guess. But yeah, um, yeah, man. Some little chili peppers. It's a it's been fun like doing it up there, and I'm really looking forward to being able to do it here in the city next year, you know.
Nice.
I mean, and it's like $50 or $55 for the whole year for the plot next year. I mean, and like that pays basically it just pays for the water bill. So I was
Right.
like, oh hell yeah. I mean, $50 for an entire season's worth of watering. I think that's a pretty good deal actually.
Yeah, it's not bad. Does it automatically water, or do you have to go water it
I have to
yourself?
go do it. We have to go do it yourself. There's no timers.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, it's 4 minutes away as opposed to my other garden up in the mountains, which is like 20 to 25 minutes each way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. That was my whole thing about it was, finding something better to do with my energy. So it's like therapy going out there every morning and watering the babies.
Yeah,
I think,
dude.
yeah, it's going to be a good time next year.
That's good,
Um,
man.
yeah. I don't know. That sums it up. We're at about 30 minutes. Dan's a early riser. He's got this fucking thing called a job, weirdo. And Yeah, and I got to go walk my big monster of a dog. Poor puppy still has fucking ear mites. I'm fucking battling these things.
It might be time to go to the vet to have
Yeah,
him
might have
take a
to.
look at. It
Uh,
sucks. It sucks because ear mites, they are a bitch. I've two dogs I've had that with, and each time I've done what you're doing, and you try to do the right fucking thing, and you're doing the right fucking thing, but what they sell over the counter is not what you know. It's not as strong as what the vets have.
yeah,
So, but yeah, I mean,
but
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
So our puppies are really important to us. I take care of him as best as I can. Yes, Papa. And our friends are important to us. So that's why every week Dan and I ask that you tell somebody you love them. Tomorrow's not promised. Dan and I are unfortunately cursed with losing lots and lots of friends and family members very suddenly, very often, and it really fucking sucks. So, you know, before you lose somebody, before you forget to tell somebody you love them, just go ahead and just say it. Dan, I fucking love your dumb face.
No, I love you too, buddy. I hope you
I'll
have a good
uh,
night.
I'll see you next week, bro. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.